It's a spin inside, and you can see it. He just, man, it's like Boubacar, who last year they just spun and things happen, right? You just never know with the body, but that, and then all of a sudden there's Sneed and Madden together in the third quarter, and I'm like, whoa, Madden's only ever played with Kingston. That's his buddy. That's the Trinity League, buddies right there. It's like they don't play without each other. So I went back real quick and I rewatched it. I was like, I think it's that play, and I found it. I was like, son of a gun. That's it. That's the play. So what do you do? Madden, Sneed, obviously Drake and Osbury have been starting ever since game 3. I think Sneed started the first 2, and then Osbury came in. So you just keep that rotation. So those 4, because Madden's played a lot of football now. He's been playing more and more and more. So just trust him, get him in there, a lot of reps against Stanford, depending on the matchup, what you need in the first round. Does Bowen just take on an extra 10 snaps? I think he easily can. And Osbury, that's going to be something they talk about going into that playoff game. Do we just give those guys an extra 10 snaps? But that's why you've rotated so much, right? Your body's going to be good, a little bit healthy. You could take on an extra 10 snaps playing Oregon, Oklahoma, Ole Miss, whoever the heck it is in that first round. So that would be my first thing is Stanford, play Madden a bunch, keep that 4-man rotation going, which they've been doing. And Madden snuck in some for some 5-mans, and in the playoffs, Osbury, Bowen, you're going to get an extra 10, 12 snaps.
I think you sort of all the things that KVA can do, and he's awesome, dude. He really is an awesome player.
Just real quick on that, you and I spent, and we had to apologize to the people on Patreon. We spent, remember, 10 minutes just breaking down the way he bends his knees and ankles and dips a shoulder to get through a block. I'll never forget that. We were like on a pole and the way he fit. It's like, it's instincts, man. The dude's got unbelievable.
So I'm telling you, a lot of the stuff that he does, whether it's as a rusher, whether it's block engagement, disengagements, a lot of what he does, it's perfect.
Yeah, it is.
It just like he's such a good player. And a couple other thoughts. Can we not give these young men some grace? Like in that, he hurts his knee. Like, okay, what's the status? You got people tagging the kid on Twitter and all this stuff. I think we got to be a little bit better and let some of the stuff come out in the wash and give it its due process. And just that kind of bugged me just as an ex-player, right?
No, I'm with you too. It's like Twitter's asking all these questions, attacking the media. What's going on? It's like, dude, number one, Freeman always announces stuff on Mondays, but they announced it officially today. It's like, just let it go. I mean, the guy was in tears going back to, God, who got hurt earlier? Was that Ashton when I said it wasn't good when he's giving the hugs? Exactly. Let these guys go. The family's on Twitter. His mom's on Twitter all the time. Let them be. It's a tough blow, especially because he's had some knee injuries in the past. So,
and I think we'll talk more about that on Patreon, but getting into the skinny ankles and all that. But I think you could take all of those responsibilities, divide them into 2, and that Madden, you focus on the in-the-box linebacker stuff, and Sneed, another one of our favorite players.
Yes.
Let's go get paid, buddy. Like, you focus on the rush stuff. And I think between those 2 players, and it's interesting, though, okay, who would you roll out there if we're going to play a 2-linebacker set? Would it be Drake at 230, 240 with a Madden, the youngest player with maybe the most experienced, best communicator? That's a lot of beef in there versus playing Osbury and Sneed, and they're a little bit smaller to pair with one another. So that'll be interesting to see how Coach Bulla manages that. But that would be my initial thought is, Sneed, you take over that edge stuff, own it. In Madden, you're just gonna play conventional versus I don't want to put all of KVA's responsibilities mentally in particular on a Madden. Like, let them focus on, you just chew on and digest this section of the play. Sneed, you're going to take care of the rest.
No, that's a good point. And then real quick on Kingston is, I highlighted this a lot this year on Patreon is Al Golden would be a traditional we're going to dime. We're just going to go to dime. We're going to play our 6 TBs. This year, because of the linebackers and the versatility these guys have, they have been more – when they go dime, it's been more of a 3-3 type of a scheme where they have kept They played 3 down. I mean, there's so many times they put all 3 down guys on one side, all 3 backers on the other side, stand up, mugging it, getting in gaps, twisting, coming off of each other because they're so damn athletic. So are they gonna go more of a dime with Talich, or do they keep running this 3-3, especially, I'm talking about on 3rd and long passing situations because they're coming from all different angles. Sneed, going to your point, Sneed could easily take that Kingston role because Sneed has not played a lot in the 3-3. When I say they're 3-3 dime, it's been Bowen, Osbury, and Kingston most of the time this year. So Sneed could easily do that because he's a freaking tear when he pass rushes. So you're definitely right on that. I would just let Sneed, you attack, man, because no one's as fast as that guy when he's going straight line attacking people. So let him just be your attack guy.
Yeah, there's other depth too in terms of Cahoon, Bodie Cahoon, and even like
Kia
I was just gonna
43.
say, like even a Rezak, former safety. If we're talking about a man coverage piece, it's like, could you sprinkle that into a package where it's like, yeah, we're gonna walk you out in space and you're gonna run with this tight end? I don't know, but there's a ton of athletes, but
Yes,
just heartbreaking
it
for
stinks.
the kid. He was having a hell of a year.
Well, now you got him, obviously, then Tay Johnson, but then Tay should be back, as Freeman's alluded. Just never know, so you just hope that's true. But then on the plus side, you do have depth, you do have athletes. Sneed's played a ton; he's been around, so that's the good thing. And then you get Rubio. That's the key, is you get him back. Now you get a real. I mean, Rubio, as we know, before he got hurt, as we've been talking about a ton on Patreon, is just. I mean, he's playing out of Riley Mills type of a level. He was just tearing it up this year. So hopefully this little layoff, he's fully healthy when he comes back, and he's just a tear in that first playoff game, because him coming back is going to be huge, huge inside.
Yeah, that's important to mention too, because what you lose in the terms of run fits, what have you, like the run game specifically, getting a Gabe Rubio back, losing that in a KVA and getting it, maybe kind of filling that tank back up with a Rubio who's just been an ass kicker in the middle. Yeah. It might offset that injury. And then there's one other thought on Jalen. Going into the season, a lot of the offseason press conference, like who's going to be the leader on the defense. And I can remember Jalen kind of raising his hand. He's like, I would like to be looked at as a leader. Now, maybe not like your conventional sense as like a Mike linebacker, right? Like we all kind of think of Hollywood Central casting. But he plays with so much freaking energy and juice. And this is a really fun, not the way you draw it up, but like a really fun opportunity for Jalen to kind of flex those leadership muscles with, his role becoming that much more important on the defense going into a playoff run as a senior. It's kind of a plate to the table type scenario.
Oh yeah. As soon as you're saying that, I'm like, well, hell, we just saw it yesterday with Stroman. The same thing. An older guy who's been around the block. Bam. Hey, we need you. You got to replace his, redshirt freshman All-American this year. Same with Kingston. Hey, you've been around the block, Sneed. Kingston's an NFL football player, another sophomore like Tay. We need you to step up. So you're definitely, I mean, it's there. He's going to play a ton. Give him even more reps if needed. Rest maybe Drake some more. Going back to your thing with the body fits, is it, maybe Max mixes around a little bit more this week, right? Maybe he does Sneed and Osbury together, because a lot of it's been Sneed and Kingston together, and then Madden's been all Kingston this year. So, when they've been in outside of the fourth quarter time, it's always been with them. But
Matt with a hell of an edge.
Mix around a little bit more. Who knows with Sneed? But his athleticism, dude, from A to B, there's no one like him. When it's like, it's high school football film, right? We remember his high school football film. He's playing 12 yards deep, and it's like, just chase the ball. You're the rabbit. Go. He goes like with vengeance, and he's a violent football player. So. You lose a great one.
I can't wait to
and let's see Sneed just really tear it up this week. I think it would be awesome. Awesome. Let him have a Stroman type of a game against Stanford.
Yeah, just give him that. And I think, going back to high school, Sneed can run with anybody. I remember watching a clip of him at some camp, and he was in one-on-one coverage with a slot receiver. I'm like, telling you, man, it's going to be fun to see what they do. And then going back to watching Madden's high school tape, remember his senior year, he had a club, he had a cast on his hand, hell of an edge guy. So, I mean, Madden can rush the passer, and I think Madden's actually got a little bit more length than KVA even does.
Oh,
but
gosh, yes. That's a great point because he is a rusher, but we haven't seen him because he's just been true freshman, learning his ropes. You're just an inside backer, which is fine. But you're right. His edge at J. Sarah High School out there in the Trinity League, his pass rushing skills are elite. So I think he could easily be that nickel pass rush guy down the road as well. So because that's what he brings.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So again, not all doom and gloom. It's just the next man up. KVA in a lot of ways is irreplaceable. The way I see it, maybe his responsibility gets split in two between a Madden and a Sneed.